Hey Run Junkies, welcome to this week's episode of Dots and Donuts, my Rundisney inspired series as we train for the perfect year. Recently, I was challenged by the Fab Five at Jar Ox and Spoon to include an episode on lightsaber cross training. And by challenged, I mean, it was just kind of just a mild suggestion, hey, you should do that. And, you know, but whatever. Challenge accepted! Haha, stick around, let's have some fun today. While training for the Dopey Challenge or any of the multi-day events out there, we know we are going to be doing a lot of running, spending a lot of time on our feet. We also know that as the weather turns colder, for many of us, it will get harder to do our workouts outside. And of course, we have the additional problem of monotony and boredom. Well, I have found something that deals with all three of these issues, and that is learning how to use a lightsaber. Okay, don't judge me here. This is actually just the blade of the lightsaber because it's lightweight. Not a real lightsaber, okay? And I'm certainly not using any fighting styles here. But here's what I did discover. I discovered a staff spinning course. Professional badass Michelle C. Smith is a stunt woman, and she offers up staff spinning and lightsaber tutorials right here on YouTube. First of all, you gotta check her out. Her skills are mesmerizing. She is just so dang cool. So let's talk about the cross-training part of this first. We're doing a lot of running. We should be doing some strength training, right? Right? But often we have cross-training listed in our plans. But what does that mean exactly? Well, in the case of Rundisney events, it's anything that isn't running, really. It can be dancing, swimming, or a good shoulder and arm workout, staff spinning. I'm going to warn you, if you ever go over to Michelle's channel, then also try to do what she teaches. It is quite humbling. But her attitude toward progress is the most amazing part. She is so encouraging and so fun to watch, and she brings this element of joy to all of this. So a couple of things I've learned about myself from trying these moves. I am right-handed, not left-handed. And therefore, I really should apply the work on your weaknesses concept. Just like with running, working on our weaknesses over our strengths will make us better and more proficient. See my comment about strength training. This absolutely applies here, and I really try to work on my left side just as much, if not more, than my right side. And here's another thing I learned. Michelle's slow motion shots are still faster than I can do this regular speed, okay? Which means there is no need for me to compare myself to her. She's been doing this for years. This is her job. Of course, I'm not going to be as good as she is at it. And that's totally cool. And it is in this way that I can set my own goals on my own timeline. Last thing I learned is that I really shouldn't try talking and spinning the step at the same time. This is just an accident waiting to happen, people. Michelle's staff spinning course is a lot of fun, and if you are looking for something completely different, it might be worth a look. Her basic flow course teaches you forward and backward. This is a forward figure eight. And see, forward figure eight, backward figure eight, which I still can't do, and the transitions between the two moves. I've been working on just these basic moves for over a month, and she has a whole library of moves because I'm still trying to, as Michelle says, download the moves into my brain and body. Now, eventually I might want to try more complex moves, but for now, I'm settling for getting proficient with the basics. Now, since I went with a free trial, that might be all I need, or probably have time for, at least at the moment. I've got a freshman in cross country and all of the Disney that's happening coming up. We have a lot of running ahead of us, and these skills are going to take a lot of time and repetition to master. And no, I will not be attempting the spinning while running. No, that's just not gonna happen. So at some point in the future, I do hope to have a little bit more time to explore her courses and her channel. It's a lot of fun. It looks so cool, and it's such a fun way to keep moving, especially this upper body. Now, like I said, I do not do this with real lightsabers, like the legacy sabers from Doc Ondar's or Savi's workshop, right? Those are heavy. And let's face it, they're too fancy to be flung around the house. And you do not want those really fancy legacy sabers falling on your toes or hitting you in the face. You can work up to that. Now, Michelle has a tutorial on building your own staff, but I like to use the blades that I got with my Ahsoka sabers. They're very lightweight and pretty easy to manage, and so far I haven't hurt myself with it, but at some point I want to build my own staff just for fun. Another part of the lightsaber cross training is over in virtual reality. If you've been around for a while, you know I enjoy Supernatural on the Meta or Oculus Quest, link above. This gives me a bit more hand-eye coordination along with moving and working my upper body, range of motion, core stability, and speed. All of that's going to help me when I'm learning these basic moves. Look, when you're staring down hours and hours of running, you want something to look forward to, something that will mix up the training a little bit and break up the monotony. I love that I can just take a quick break and practice my lightsaber forms in between tasks, or while I'm standing there editing the podcast, guys. Those podcasts are getting long. It gets the blood flowing. It keeps me moving. Anyway, that is me making a case for lightsaber cross training. What do you think? Is this something you would want to give a try? I've been having a lot of fun, and isn't that the point? To have some fun. So that's going to do it for me today, you guys. Please leave thoughts in the box below. Like, share, subscribe, and until next time, remember, you have no limits. May the force be with you. I gotta do my left hand.